Recently, ISRO has successfully launched Chandrayaan-3, its ambitious lunar mission. Chandrayaan-3, the eagerly awaited lunar mission, lifted from the Satish Dhawan Space Center in Sriharikota. The spacecraft, carrying a lander, a rover, and orbiter, is set to continue India's quest to explore the moon's south pole. Hello everyone, my name is Shatabdi and I welcome you all to the session. As I have already mentioned about Chandrayaan 3, today I will take you through the fascinating process of sending a satellite into space and placing it in its designated orbit. So let's get started with it. Before we begin the launch, a satellite must be carefully designed and prepared for its mission. Scientists and engineers work tirelessly to build a satellite that meets specific mission requirements and can endure the harsh conditions of space. Once satellite is ready, the next crucial step is choosing a suitable launch vehicle or rocket. The selection depends on factors like satellite's weight, size, and desired orbit. Before liftoff, the satellite and launch vehicle undergo rigorous pre-launch checks. These tests ensure that all systems are functioning correctly and ready for the journey into space. And now, the moment we have all been waiting for, liftoff. The rocket's engines ignite, generating enough thrust to propel the rocket and satellite off the ground and into space. As the rocket ascends, it sets its spent stages to make the vehicle lighter and more efficient. Most rockets have multiple stages, each with its own engines and fuel. After reaching a certain altitude, the satellite's final stage separates from the rocket and ignites its own engine to achieve the desired orbit. The critical step is known as orbit insertion. Now we will understand how a satellite orbits around a celestial body in a circular path. When a satellite is launched into space, it is given an initial forward velocity, propelling it away from the launch site. Once in space, the satellite continues moving at a constant velocity due to inertia, as described by Newton's first law of motion. However, there is a force at play that changes the satellite's trajectory, the force of gravity. As the satellite gets farther away from the Earth's surface, the force of gravity decreases, but it never disappears. The gravitational force constantly pulls the satellite towards the center of Earth. But here is the magical part: the satellite's forward velocity keeps it moving in a straight line. This results in a balance between the gravitational force pulling the satellite inward and the satellite's forward velocity pushing it outward. The continuous tug of war between gravity and the satellite's velocity results in a perfect circular path, a stable orbit. This circular orbit keeps the satellite at a constant distance from the center of the celestial body. And as long as this balance is maintained, the satellite will continue to orbit in a circular path around the celestial body. So the next time you look up to the night sky and spot a satellite passing overhead, remember the incredible dance between gravity and velocity that keeps it gracefully orbiting around a celestial body. This is Shatabdi Behra signing off.